I'm Charlie Morton. I'm the co-owner of InternationalLoveScout.com. International Love Scout's the largest independent website that covers the international dating business. We cover all the companies and all the markets.
My name is Veronuca Pfneiszl. I'm from Vienna. I'm a founder and CEO of You and Me International Matchmaking Company. So You and Me International Matchmaking Agency is individual matchmaking. Is specialized on the market in Western Europe and Eastern Europe.
My name is Sergei Simanovsky. I'm the CEO of Golos Fund. Golos Fund is a company that does venture investments on the Golos blockchain.
My name is Dr. Yuliya Meszaros. I am an assistant professor at Lebanon Valley College in Annville, Pennsylvania.
My name is Ksenia Droben. I am director and CEO of marriage agency Ksenia, Droben, Partnervermittlung.
My name is Natalia Koval. I am the personal matchmaker and Marriage.by agency owner from Kyiv, Ukraine, 20 years in business.
Svetlana, Mukha, leading matchmaker and owner of Diolli.com and ParadiseDate.com.va. Diolli.com is an international matchmaking company. We work in the premium segment. ParadiseDate.com.va is our brand for ladies.
Chris Smith, Director of Global Match Passport. We are a web platform for international dating and matchmaking.
My name is Marina Mikhaleva. I am CEO of Nova International Marriage Agency located in Ukraine, Zaporozhye. Nova is an international marriage agency. We have been working in dating business 8 years. Nova is a very successful agency. We have created many happily married couples and we provide our clients with personal introductions and the best service.
My name is Vedenin and I am creative director of Talaka. Talaka is a crowdfunding and crowdsourcing platform where people with ideas can find other people which help them to realize these ideas in project and help to raise money, fast money for their projects and ideas.
My name is Valentina. I'm the representative of Victoriabrides.com. Victoriabrides is the premium international dating website.
I'm Yuliya, Sarbash, CEO, Olympia Agency, located in Ukraine. Olympia Agency is a matchmaking and marriage agency.
My name is Galina. I'm managing director of marriage agency LadyFromBelarus.com. Lady from Belarus is a pure introduction agency. It has office in Minsk and we work with ladies from all over Belarus. So we organize meetings with single ladies and single men at our agency, face to face.
My name is Alexandra Baklitskaya. I'm the owner of matchmaking of international dating agency Adamaniva.com and local project Familia International in Ukraine. Adamaniva.com is a Ukrainian-based international matchmaking and dating service, which helps people to get married if they are ready for that. We do it's like a boutique matchmaking. We do it personally with people.
Hello, my name is Katrina. I'm a matchmaker and my company's name is Best Matchmaking. Best Matchmaking is a matchmaking leader company who helps people in creation of serious relationship which leads to marriage. Our female customers are Slavic ladies and our male customers from all over the world.
My name is Marat Nigimzanov. I'm CEO of iDate. iDate Dating is a new dating service using the astrology thing like human design to match people. It takes information from your birthplace and date place, making your profiling, making descriptions of you, and match people who exactly match for you.
This iDate is pretty unique. Actually, it's totally unique because it is focused completely at the international dating market, which am I doing. So for me, as for international matchmaking, it is a place of a must visit.
This was absolutely focused on a particular genre of dating, the premium international dating and matchmaking market. A lot of focus here, and it was right on point.
Being only one day in this iDate conference, I have established already some useful connections with matchmakers as well as with online payment system representatives, and in the future I hope to run some business together.
Yes, but let's not go into detail, so let's wait until it evolves.
Absolutely. I mean, I got so many contacts. I mean, Mark warned me when I was in Los Angeles. He said at the mobile conference, you're going to be surprised at the Premium International Matchmaking and Dating Conference in Minsk, and I certainly was.
I think that iDate is very useful for me because I met with my colleagues, we shared experience about modern dating business, and I hope to start new collaborations after their iDate.
Yes, actually I've been working a lot on networking and collaborating to gather further data to help both the industry and the general public understand more about the industry.
And actually we've agreed with Julie that I'm going to help her with her research. I'm very interested in helping her continue her research because I'm doing some research on my end, but I don't have time for science, and she does.
Yes.
I just see possibilities to make business, but I don't really can rely on this because it's a new sphere for me. Okay, I'll try. I think very interesting possibilities now. I see 3 or more people with whom I'm ready to contact about business, even about personal consultation in my sphere of innovation.
I got a lot of business invitation to work with, and I think it's at the evening we will talk about these opportunities.
I have got lots of business cards, so I believe I will start some business romance that will help me to improve my business and bring it to the next level.
Yeah, I think I'm meeting, CEOs and people who, the owners of dating websites.
Type of people I have met here are matchmakers, representation of dating agencies, and also those who represent online payment systems.
Really different people. I have met many owners of dating agencies, of premium dating sites, people who host speed dating events, even an astrologist she's talking right now.
I met a lot of people of dating services. I especially looked for them to collaborate on the next months, and I think we try to make some money together.
iDate is the perfect place to meet their colleagues, local dating agencies, the representatives of the big dating sites, matchmakers, dating coaches, and representatives of payment systems.
So I met owners of business, matchmakers, CEOs, and this is it.
Well, I met all matchmakers to payment processors to infrastructure and web platform people. It was an awesome group.
So I met here CEOs and founders of dating agencies. So I met by accident Yuliya, who is coach and trainer, also in Vienna. So it was a nice surprise.
People from the dating field, people that either have their own dating agencies, or a lot of people that do with payments. Pretty much it.
I met here many colleagues, people who work in the same sphere, who serve for the sphere, but from different aspects.
I met a lot of people from industry, dating agencies, matching agencies. I know a lot about this market because I never know how it structures inside. And also I see payments people who give transactions for these services, and also some marketing guys and a lot of beautiful people.
I met a lot of CEOs and folks who are involved in the payment side of the business.
And I met a lot of interesting people from my business. It was very interesting to share experience about this special work, and I met some of my partners and we worked together for many years. I think it's a great experience and I would like to take part. podcast again.
I met a lot of personal matchmakers and people from our industry who've been in this business for quite a while. Actually, I made friends with 4 great girls who are in business for a long time, and we are talking about further cooperation. And I met, of course, a group of international guys who are doing big premium dating agencies. And I've met Oksana, who is a very niche market for Germans. And for me, it was like a great interaction experience of people who are in the industry.
I have met several representatives of the payment systems, directors of local marriage agencies that run their business in small cities, and there is a lot that I can learn from them, so I'm happy to have the possibility to ask them questions and to tell them about my experience. A speed networking session is really genius idea, because first, when you get to the conference, you understand that you are surrounded by people who have the same interests, or maybe they are your colleagues and you do not know them in face. Speed networking session gives you the possibility to ask what's your name, what's your company, what's your idea, and after that you feel absolutely comfortable to approach somebody in the room and say, hello, let's keep on communicating. Or sometimes you meet somebody that you cannot have, so you do not share their views, and then you just relax for 30 seconds and you ask, what are you doing here, what's your impression? So it gives you also possibility to communicate.
Well, the speed networking session was fantastic because you were constantly being surrounded by different people, different perspectives, and different experiences, and so it was a definitely learning experience, but also it allowed you to expand your network for contacts and leads, all that.
The speed networking was a good way to get an introduction to each individual at the conference, get an idea of what they were here for, what their business was, exchange contact information, and get to know each other a little bit.
You know, we are speed networking all the time. It's not only on those 2 sessions that we have both days. It's all the time when we're eating, when we're drinking coffee, and we constantly exchange what is good with you, what's good with me, and that works.
For me, it was very interesting experience with speed dating between professionals, because I organize it for my clients and I felt now how it's difficult to communicate in very short time with different people, and you need to tell the most important things, but I think it was great, so now I understand my clients much more better.
Speed network is a very interesting thing. It is very loud, very busy, but also very exciting, because you get a chance to talk to so many people and to get so many business cards and contacts. I believe it's very useful.
I received good experience in speed networking. Before I take place in something like that, but in dating industry, but I think it's a very good technology for business networking. I have some barriers for speaking with people, with unknown people, and this speed meeting will crash these barriers, and I feel free to network after that in lunch, coffee breaks, and so on. So it was very helpful for me because I'm introvert.
It was an interesting experience. It was very fast exchange of introductions, of self-introductions, and it helped. I think it helped everybody to create the right idea about everybody who was presenting at this conference. It speeded up our acquaintances.
My experience in speed networking was what I exactly in a few minutes can explain people what I do.
I have many ideas, and I have already planned for next Monday what I am going to do.
I got a lot of insights, very interesting information from Mark, who say a lot of information of analytics. of dating, and I think I should pivot my product for foreign markets. And very good information from Svetlana to make partnership with other sites, the way to make successful partnership.
I got some useful ideas already. First of all, I learned some interesting facts from matchmakers who are promoting their businesses, as well as I found some useful ideas how to implement, for example, another online payment system into my website.
Well, I got some ideas, and mainly it was a strategy that gave me tailwinds to be more bold. And one of those was go where you know the industry is going. And so that's what my marching order is going to be.
I got a bunch of ideas about future research and how to improve our knowledge about the industry.
I got new ideas how can I increase my agency and made some much more modern things as I do, not to be old-fashioned as I am.
I've learned a lot about human design and BitChain and Bitcoin, name it, things, terms I've never heard before, but this is like blowing your mind.
Okay, after this conference I knew a lot of ideas, even for my business, which do not connect it with dating in the straight way, but where make teams and dating technologies are very useful for make teams like a family or like a pair. So I think I can get a lot of ideas from this conference.
Each conference gives me inspiration and some ideas that I implement into my business. This conference is not an exception, of course.
Picked out a few things on dating for myself, which dating business. It's actually quite an interesting business. I've learned a few ideas that we can do in our own field that relates to that. I realized that a lot of people do payments processing much more than I was thinking about.
I got new ideas here at iDate and I plan to work on them. I plan to make a new strategy after and extend my business after returning from the conference.
While visiting this conference, I got many ideas, and surely we need to concentrate our attention on developing technologies in this sphere.
I decided to participate on pre-conference with Svetlana's session because I was curious to talk to my colleagues to see what are their problems in job, what are their cases, what are they interested about, and to meet them personally as well. And I am very satisfied.
I thought it was outstanding. I haven't really done a lot with matchmakers. I haven't met a lot of matchmakers. And so it was great to sit there and hear what her goals and her plans were. And I was very, very impressed with her knowledge base and understanding.
So the session was very professional because she has 10 years experience in this market. And it was a lot of tips and tricks.
I would recommend Svetlana's session to people who are in dating business and who would like to grow professionally and monetize their business in the right way.
I think anybody in the dating business would be very good to hear it. Even if they're not directly matchmakers, it's an excellent, there was a lot of good information about from her experience of having been a matchmaker for 10 years and just all of the knowledge that she has was very interesting.
I really recommended it to the people who are very, who are doing this business, who are CEOs and founder. So it's very good.
Well, if you're doing anything in the international segment, this is where you need to be. Web platform guys, payment processing guys, this is the place.
I would recommend this event to other academics who are studying the industry and internet dating in general. And I would also recommend it to anyone who owns an agency, owns a major dating site, owns some sort of payment options.
This is very easy to get lost in this huge market of dating business, matchmaking business, because you are isolated from people, you deal with your clients and you don't see what's going on around you. So this event is for everyone who is interested to exchange smart experience, to exchange innovative ideas. This is good for matchmakers, this is good for people that are affiliates to big agencies. This event is good for IT guys who are looking for clients and who have like a unique product that they can exchange. This event is actually good for everyone who is somehow related to this industry.
I would recommend this event for matchmakers from different countries and especially from European countries, because you can learn how the world working on other side of the east, and you can get really a lot of information according to science. Some numbers, some statistics. So we need it because in normal way, in all day working of marriage agency, you lost some information.
For sure, I can recommend this event to everybody working in matchmaking business. I mean, if you run marriage agency, if you run dating sites, it's very important for you to join the community, to see different methods, to ask different questions that you not always can ask through email. So face to face it goes much better, and of course you will receive many ideas how you can improve your business.
Anyone who works with the internet, for example SEO or SMM, would be interested in that, definitely. It's something they can work on it a lot.
I would recommend this event to all my colleagues, to all people who work in this sphere, because it put our dating industry, marriage industry, matchmaking industry on another level, on a more serious level and on global level.
I recommend this conference for all who think their business about dating, about matching, or even coaching people in relationship, in dating. I think it will be very useful, because here you can exchange your experience to more experience and make a lot of business contacts.
I recommend iDate conference to all people who making dating services, who solving couple problems, who making matchmaking. All those people who work on this market have to be on the next session, on the next conference in London or Miami.
I can recommend iDate for everybody who is in dating business. It will be definitely useful for you.
I believe this is my 5th or 6th iDate. To be honest, they are so cool, I have lost the track of them.
It's my first time at iDate, and it's really amazing because it's so pleasant to meet so many people that are working in the same sphere as I do. I do not have a community here in Belarus doing my business, and that's why this conference made me really happy.
This is my first time in iDate conference.
This is my first time on iDate.
This is my second iDate.
If you are not on iDate, you are not in industry.
Well, I personally recommend everyone to visit iDate conference, because if you are not on iDate, then you are not an online dating business.
If you're not at iDate, you are not in the dating business.
If you are not in iDate, you are not in dating business.
So if you're not in a date, you're not dating business.
If you're not at iDate, you're not in the dating business at all.
If you're not at iDate, you are not in the dating business.
If you're not at iDate, you're not in the dating industry.
If you are not at iDate, you are not at a dating business.
If you are not at iDate, you are not in dating business.
If you're not at iDate, you are not in a dating business.
Yeah, if you're not at iDate, you're not in the dating business.
If you're not at iDate, you're not in the dating business.